Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Ask Jimmy Smith. And we're currently on a journey through a series on the potential of virtual assistants or VAs to revolutionize and streamline your online business, truly change the way that you're able to grow and scale in your business. Now, currently, this is video number 4 in the series, and if you'd like to check out the rest of the videos, head over to the virtual assistants playlist on my channel so you can go through these series in order that they have come out. Now, if you've been following our series, you'll remember that in our previous video, we discussed the process of interviewing and selecting the ideal VA. So today, we're going to be taking the next big step in this journey, which is officially hiring your virtual assistant, introducing them to your business through a structured onboarding process, which is very important, and finally, managing their work to ensure maximum productivity and harmony within your organization. So let's get started. But before we dive in, let me remind you of our contest. You could win a copy of my Amazon best-selling book, Side Hustle to Full-Time Income, and get access to the free course and audiobook that comes with it. So to participate, simply leave a comment down below and ensure that you've also hit the notification bell when you subscribe so that you don't miss out when we announce the lucky winner in our next video. Also, if you're looking to hire VAs without all of the hassle of doing everything yourself, check out legendaryvas.com to find a pre-vetted and trained virtual assistant for your business. Now, the next step in the process of building out your VA team is making the hire official. So after the thorough selection and interview process that we discussed in the last video, you have finally identified the perfect candidate or candidates if you're hiring multiple. And so now it's time to extend an official job offer. So when making this offer, you should be clearly communicating the terms of their employment, which includes presenting the salary, of course, but there is more to it than just how much they're going to be paid. You're also going to need to clarify the work hours expected of your virtual assistant. Do you need them on a full-time basis, or is this going to be a part-time role? Will they need to be available during specific hours, or is there flexibility in when they can work? Transparency at this stage can help you to avoid confusion later. If they're expecting to work during their daytime, which is your nighttime, then that's going to be a problem if you're expecting them to work while you're awake during your daytime hours and their nighttime hours. So you need to make sure to clearly communicate this. Typically, before you're offering the role, you may want to do it in the interview process, but you definitely want to clearly communicate it now when you're offering them the job. Now, also in your offer, it's important to clearly define the tasks and responsibilities that will be assigned to the virtual assistant. Be as specific as you possibly can. Having vague job descriptions can lead to miscommunication, underperformance, and dissatisfaction down the line, not just for you, but also for the virtual assistant, because they're taking this role, hopefully excited to work with you and for you. So take the time to detail out what you expect from them and what their role will entail so that both of you have it in writing in case there's ever anything that comes up in the future, any confusion or clarity that needs to happen. Now, after the offer has been accepted from your virtual assistant, it's now time to begin onboarding your new VA. And onboarding is a process that helps to integrate your new hire into your business and into their role. And it truly is a crucial period that's going to be setting the tone for your professional relationship with them. So obviously, you want to begin with a warm, welcoming introduction and make sure to introduce your VA to your team and introduce your team to the VA. It's important to make them feel part of the community right from the start, even if they're working remotely. It is even more important to have a good work culture remotely so that everyone can still feel like they're part of a team instead of like a bunch of lone wolves, so to speak. Now, you can actually use video conferencing tools to facilitate this process. Most likely you've been doing that the whole time. I assume that's fairly obvious. But if this is your first virtual assistant, then making sure to get on a call, let them know how excited that you are to work with them is a good idea so that they know that you both are on the same team. Even if there's nobody else on the team, you two will be on the same team because you are starting with them as your first VA. Now, next, you're going to want to provide an overview of your business, not just what they're doing, but your business, its missions, its values, its goals. Your VA needs to understand what your business stands for and what it aims to achieve by them doing the work and by you owning this business. So this gives them a sense of purpose. It guides them in their tasks while also helping them to fully understand their objective within your company, the thing that everyone is striving towards. This also helps them to make the right decisions. If there's ever something that is confusing or conflicting, if they have an idea of the business's values and where you're trying to go, they can present to you better solutions for a problem that comes up, or they can just do something that is in service to that ultimate goal as well, if you've given them that trust and that ability. So now it's time to go into the specifics of their role with them. You're going to want to walk them through their responsibilities, their tasks, and explain everything in detail with what each task involves. It's also helpful to explain how their role fits into the larger picture and how their contributions support the team and drive the business forward together. So that way they have a good idea of the bigger picture of the organization and their role fitting into it. Now, equipping your new VA with the tools that they need to perform their tasks is another key aspect of onboarding them into their role. Whether it's software, applications, or access to certain systems and procedures, you need to make sure that they have what they need. This also includes providing any necessary training to use these tools effectively. You can't just give them a bunch of software they've never used and tell them to figure it out. You have to have some training for them on these things as well. So having these ready to go beforehand will help tremendously so that you're not scrambling to get them together during the call with your VA. If you get on a call with your VA and you were like, oh, I need to get you this software login and I need to train you on this, and I didn't even think of these things, it can look a little more disorganized, obviously. So if you can do a little bit of planning beforehand, it will help make the whole process not only smoother for you, but also smooth for your virtual assistant and a little bit more impressive and professional feeling to them if you are prepared for exactly how to train them moving forward. Most people are understanding if you have issues or you've never done that before and you have some issues during the call, but ultimately, if you can be as prepared as possible, that's going to be important. Now, also, if possible, have your standard operating procedures ready to go as well. Many times these are referred to as SOPs, and that's how I'm going to refer to them. But these standard operating procedures, or SOPs, are the exact processes that your virtual assistants are going to need to be following in their job role to effectively do their job. They are literally step by step, so your virtual assistant can do the same process every single time and know that they are doing it properly. I have done plenty of videos on creating SOPs and doing them efficiently, so you're not sitting down and wasting a bunch of time trying to create them one by one. And you can actually check out all of those videos on this channel if you'd like to see how you can start to implement that in your business if you haven't created SOPs before. And I actually have over 70 of my own standard operating procedures in the Business Building Legends community that I own and run if you're looking to add those to your business. So you can actually apply to join the Legends community at askjimmysmith.com/legends, and the link is below and in the description. Now, an excellent way to ease your virtual assistant into their role is by pairing them with a mentor or a buddy or a manager if you have a team of VAs anyway. This person can be their go-to for questions, guidance, or even just a friendly discussion. And so having a friendly and professional relationship is going to be very helpful to integrate them into the team properly. Now, it is a simple step that can really make a big difference in making your virtual assistant feel comfortable and welcome with everyone else. So if you are the only team member though, then let them know that you are there for them and all of these different facets to facilitate your desire to work together as a team, because the team mentality and process is extremely important to everyone to create a good and foster a good environment for everyone to work. Now, it is crucial to remember that onboarding is not a one-off event at all, but it is more of an ongoing process of continually daily onboarding your team members into their roles as well as their future roles as they're growing into the company. So regular check-ins are going to be key during these first few weeks. You can't just do it all in one day and set it and forget it. You're going to need to check in with them consistently. So use these sessions to answer any questions that your VA might have, provide constructive feedback on their work, and also gauge how well they're settling in. Start to get a feel of how much they're enjoying the job or if there's any confusion there. And by having those regular check-ins, that will help tremendously. And now that your virtual assistant is onboarded, the focus is then going to shift to management. Successful management of your virtual assistant and your whole team is built on the foundation of clear communication with them. So regular check-ins, as mentioned, either daily or weekly, help to keep everyone in sync and any issues that can crop up at bay. So this is especially important in a remote working setup where face-to-face communication isn't an option. So I personally like daily check-ins with your VA early on as you're training them and even right after their training period ends. And then you can start to scale that back to weekly as you begin to build a good working relationship with each other. If you have a whole team of virtual assistants, doing a team call every week can be very beneficial as long as it's structured and organized and everyone knows what they're bringing to the table. So having that clear communication is going to be key. Also, setting up communication channels. If you want it to be with Slack, if you want it to be with Skype, if you want it to be on Discord or some other Facebook Messenger or something, WhatsApp, right? These different communication tools will help you to stay in regular communication with everybody, have the team communicating properly throughout the day, and any one-on-one individual things that come up throughout the week, if you're not doing daily calls anyway, will help you to stay on top of issues as they come up and help the team when they need it. Now, when it comes to managing tasks, clarity is going to be key as well. Be specific about what you want your virtual assistant to do, by when you want it done, and how you'd like it done. That's where SOPs are going to come into play and be a huge help to your organization. So this doesn't mean micromanaging their every move though. And so providing clear guidelines so that they know what is expected is of utmost importance. Another aspect of effective management is providing feedback. Constructive feedback helps your virtual assistant understand what they're doing well, where they can improve, and how they can grow in their role in your company. Be sure to also recognize and appreciate their efforts. This can truly go a long way in motivating your virtual assistant. Don't be harsh with anyone on your team, and always lean on their ideas for any changes they believe need to be made once they are regularly in the day-to-day of the business, since they're going to most likely have their hand on the pulse of their role much more than you will after a period of time for what will enhance or make it a better process. If your VA or your whole team is coming to you making suggestions for a role or a process to get better, more than likely it's good to listen to them unless it's going to be detrimental to your business. So in my opinion, give more trust when VAs and team members are suggesting changes to a process or to something within your organization. Give more trust and try that out unless you know for a fact that it's going to be detrimental of a decision to add into your business. But you aren't typically going to be having that issue with your team. More than likely, they're going to be giving you stuff that are going to be helpful for your business to grow and scale in a different way. And if it doesn't work, you can always go back to the old system after testing it out for a week or a month or however long. Now, in managing your virtual assistant, it's also vital to strike a balance between structure and flexibility. And so while having processes and systems in place is important for consistency and productivity, offering some degree of flexibility can lead to a better work-life balance, job satisfaction, and in turn, productivity for your whole entire team. And there you have it, folks, a comprehensive look at the process of hiring, onboarding, and managing your virtual assistant and your whole entire virtual assistant team as you grow and scale. It is a detailed process, no doubt, but the investment of your time and effort at this stage can set the stage for a smooth, productive working relationship in the future to grow and scale your business. Now, as always, if you're looking to hire a VA without the hassles of doing it all yourself, remember to check out legendaryvas.com. The link is below and in the description. And don't forget our ongoing contest in each video. If you want a chance to win a free copy of my book, Side Hustle to Full-Time Income, leave a comment below and stay tuned for our next video where we'll announce the winner from this video. Now, the next video is actually going to be a big one. We're going to be discussing how to effectively scale your business with the help of your VA team that you've been building through the process of this series. Just remember that hiring, onboarding, and managing your VA is a pivotal step towards optimizing your operations and paving the way for your business to grow. Now, until we meet again, stay focused, stay committed, and know that you're not alone in this journey. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, a blessed rest of your week, and I'll see you in the next video.